$10 million.
No way, Jose.
Same-day pickup and delivery.
Okay, something huge.
My name is Marshall Law.
So much of our day are just surrounded by noise. Now, when I say surrounded and noise, I'm talking about lots of different kinds of noise. All right, noise that you don't really realize just how much of it there is. And this noise can be like actual noise, whether you're listening to music or a podcast, or you're watching a show, or you're playing video games, or whatever. There is so much noise that fills our head constantly. And I'm of the belief that our brain just isn't designed to have that much noise. I mean, I can go onto my phone and just as a force of habit, open the phone, open up Instagram, and before I realize it, I've been here for 8 minutes. Half the stuff that I see is videos, half of it's posts, half of it's news, and it's just filling my head with noise. And then I get out of the rut, put my phone down, close out Instagram. It's been 10 minutes of mindless scrolling, but now I have to go, right? So I put my phone down, I have to go, I have stuff to do. So I get in my car, and the first thing that I do, usually, and the first thing that I would assume everybody else does, is I connect my phone, I connect my Spotify or Apple Music, and I start playing music or a podcast or whatever it is, but I start playing something to entertain me while I'm driving. Let's say I'm going to the gym. I'm going to go work out. This is a good habit. I get to the gym, and either right before I go inside the gym or when I'm in the locker room or I get inside the gym, whatever, first thing I do before I work out, put on my headphones and I put another playlist on. I mean, there's just a million other examples. I come home from the gym, I make myself some protein, some food. What do? I sit down at the table and I put on a YouTube video to entertain me while I eat some food. There's almost no time for my brain to be without noise. I think that the reason that we have so many things, the reason that our attention span is very quick, and the reason that we listen to music on the way to the gym, on the way home from the gym, at the gym, the reason we listen to music while we're doing chores, or we watch shows while we eat, or whatever it is because our brain is uncomfortable with being without noise. Yet I think that's when the brain can be the most powerful. So something that I've been trying to do, and I've actually really enjoyed it for the last couple weeks, is spend more time without noise. And it's made me realize just how much time I spend with noise. And I'll tell you what, over the last couple weeks, where I changed my habits, right? Lately I am lucky enough to have a gym that sometimes I'm the only person there. It's the gym that I coach at and I run my business out of. So sometimes I get lucky enough to there's no one there. And I will just work out with nothing. No music, no phone. I put my phone on the other side of the room. I have my workout written down in a little notebook, and I'll just work out with nothing. And I'll tell you what, that some of my best ideas have come from those workouts, including the idea for this video. On the way to and from the gym, or on the way to and from wherever I'm going, most of the time, I would say 95% have been no music. And at first, if you'd have told me to do that a couple years ago, I would have been like, no, that's boring. Why in the world would I do that? Yet these last few weeks of driving without anything have been, in the weirdest way, mind-opening, because I'm able to hear what my brain has to say. And don't get me twisted, I love a podcast, I love music. I will listen to different kinds of music for different occasions, but lately I've just wanted to mess around with, okay, what is my brain capable of if I'm not constantly surrounded by noise? I've also deleted all social medias off my phone. I post, and most of those posts come from my computer, or I'll quickly download it and post it and then delete the app again. But I don't have any social media, and my phone's become quite boring it's used really only as a tool now. I mean, I don't have so much noise coming in my eyes anymore. It's just the amount of time that I've saved where I come home and I don't sit in my car for an extra 5-10 minutes scrolling, where I just get out of my car, get doing to whatever task is next, or before bed where I don't have those 5 or 10 or 15 minutes scrolling, or when I'm eating. It surprised me at how profound my brain has been able to think, at how calm I've been able to feel throughout the day, at how smooth my day continues to go, and how smooth it builds into the next morning. We need to, give our brain some discomfort. We need to give our brain time to kind of get lost in its thoughts. I believe that that's where we used to be as humans, and that's where a lot of innovation came from, and that's where a lot of great ideas came from, because I believe that our brain is connected to everything else in a way where if we just listen, if we just give it the chance, it can be a really powerful tool and propel us forward through life. But in today's day and age, that's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible to give your brain what it needs, and that is oftentimes silence. Try living with just a little bit less noise. Delete your socials for a week and see what happens. See the time that you save. See the thoughts that come into your head. Maybe some ideas. Detox for a second from just one aspect of noise. See you guys next week.